Hello and welcome back to Liz at Home. I'm going to be doing the hair now, and I wanted to use three colors. I don't have a Copic dark violet blue, so I've used a graphite or graphite if you're American. It's number 6185. It is the equivalent type of color to a Copic B69. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a brush nib, and after I'd done this, I really regretted using this particular marker because I struggled to kind of get it blended with the Copics. What I'm doing here is trying to go over the sort of bunches, the segments of hair, so that I can create some shadows and darker places. I ended up not being very happy. This is now V28, a Copic sketch. I ended up not being happy. You can see that the line of the dark segment really stands out and doesn't look very nice. I fix it at in the end. Sorry about the stammering, by using polychromos pencils over them, so you'll see later on. I think if you happen to have the Copic sketch for the dark one, it would give a much better effect. I often wonder why I bought these graphite markers. I'm not a huge fan, except for block marking, like in a mandala or something like that. So here we carry on, and basically I'm trying to leave spaces for light reflection, and I use a kind of a flicking motion. I have sped this video up because I think it all gets a bit boring to just watch me doing the same thing over and over. The little jewels, I had decided right at the beginning that I wanted to color them with sparkly gel pen, so I've just gone over them, which makes it all much quicker and much easier, because it's quite difficult with a marker, to go around such tiny little pieces. So I quite like this color, this V28. It's a nice, I don't know, like almost a gray blue, I suppose an indigo blue, but I think it's quite a nice color. I'm later going to use a highlight color of B63. And with me speeding the video up, you can't always see what I've put down with the colors, so I'll list them. There we are, B63. So I'll list them at the end. As you can see, excuse me. As you can see, I sort of go over the dark bit as well as the light bit. And then I do add many more layers, especially with the pencils later on. So I put on a little bit of music. That was just a verse of me singing Zu Eignung, which is a German lied by Richard Strauss from a concert about 20 years ago. Now we're getting to some different colors. I again do the same method. Oh yes, I decided to actually carry the blue through just a itsy bitsy. But then I decided to do the same sort of method with the dark, separate the segments, and then I've got a dark, medium, and light. Luckily, with the following colors, I happened to have the all three in the Copic sketch. So once I've mentioned those colors, I'll put the same recording on again and perhaps fit the whole thing in. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I decided to use some of my own recordings this is RV66, to stop having the problem of copyright issues. Now there's a big fat blotch there. I managed to cover it up later on with pencils and things, you'll see. So I thought in a way that in RV06, I think it's quite useful seeing things go wrong because it's not always a train smash. And then the light colors RV02. And I carry on with those three. My RV06 started leaking, and I've learned a trick of if you take both caps off. Sometimes these Copic sketches do get very juicy and then they leak, and if you take both caps off, then it stops the leaking. Okay, so just to finish this hair, I will add probably the first verse again and then as much of the song as fits on. Hope you enjoy and that you don't hate the sound. See you in the next video. Bye. Well, for some reason, the sound when I drop it in seems to come in a little bit further, so just hang tight for a few minutes and the song will start. Bye-bye.